All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to the players day. Or Santa came. Anyways. And one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright.
Sentence of probation for Flynn. To be sure, the courts have carved out an exemption erroneously, in my view.
This guy's always like
on the jurisdiction of judges
reliable.
When it comes to sentencing, but most judges
always a reliable guy.
Of the Constitution.
He works in the theme of what I'm doing.
When the parties have agreed.
We have a fresca here today. Fresca.
Far less about the facts and the defendant than do the parties, as evidenced by his serious.
You can chug these.
Now the sentencing has been postponed, giving members of Flynn's legal team an opportunity.
So, welcome in. It is the Tuesday. No really extravaganza, nothing like that. Just saying thank you, especially people who at one time or another, listened to us. I'll tell you what, we're just some kind of like energy. Fuzzy energy, you might want to call it. Static energy. It's a wonderful life. Okay. If you see this, if you see the scene in there where he goes to Mr. Potter, and there's a lot of things. I mean, if he wasn't born, the place would have been Bedford Falls or Potterville or this or that. We got a mic here. Microphone 1 check. No, all kidding aside. I mean, it's a thing where people the big shots, the top. All right. I mean, back then, everything was smaller. It was simple. It was a lot to do with banks, and the town wanted nice homes. We passed a few homes this morning, and I took a shot. I said to myself, well, I know it's Christmas, but believe it or not, there are people that, for some reason or another, believe that that the city workers work on Christmas because they're leaving the bins out. Just need, because that always happens when it rains. I lose out. I mean, I have enough, I guess, to get to Friday, but then it might be raining on Thursday night. See, there's 2 nights where they leave them out. That would be tonight. Like, it's a very early Tuesday morning, but technically, however you want to say it, it's Monday. Still, well, it's Tuesday. However you look at it, it's Tuesday, and it is Christmas, and it is another day, and just quickly as it came, it will be gone. It will be gone, and it will come back next year. When it just seems so long, like until it gets here. Just like this guy, just seems so long for he just makes a move. You kind of see little things like that kind of slow me down a little bit, because I have to give it attention. Have to give it attention, and that takes away from the next thought here. Maybe I hope it's a good thought. I mean, what I do right now is, when that thing goes on, I just play with things for a while. I try to hold the audience. Might say some corny stuff and all that kind of things. But then I hope to tap into something that to connect somewhere else. It's a connection. I mean, here we're doing something, somewhere else somebody's doing something. All of a sudden, it might collide or come together. Collide's good. Love collision. On the way up, seen a possum. He's probably still here. I thought he looked alive, but he's not. And yeah, look, the eyes look like Christmas. There's his Christmas morning. So yes, getting back to my thought there, to have my blinker on. And I knew, I had to wait for the guy, common, courtesy. I mean, he has the right way, I'm turning. And, the light changes. And he's just like, isn't that weird how it works? I mean, some days, people are in such a devilish hurry. And other days, they're just like, I don't know. It's a weird thing. He would just, sit there at the light. I don't know. Maybe it was maybe he's doing a show in there. Maybe he was distracted by me. So anyway, we want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a joyous week here. It is Tuesday. And you're probably saying to yourself, what the hell is this guy talking about in newspapers? Well, it's for our cats, mainly Baby. She is 20. I believe she is hitting the 20 mark easily. So she has potential to break one of my childhood cats, Snowball. Snowball lived to be 21 years old. But these days, a lot of cats live even longer than that. I remember a few years ago, there used to be this cat that was 31. You used to see his pictures on the news feed and everything. Yes, when I log on, I just like to just check the alerts, do a little pokes there, look on the feed. I mean, years ago, oh my God, that was a beautiful time where you would have the ticker, you would see who was on, you would see everybody, you would see so many posts, it was organized. I mean, you had your feed there with all your friends, and the page feed was separate. Now it's all mixed in. Now there's no whatever. The page feed is just your news feed, and you go to preference. You can only follow 30 or I don't know how many people you can follow. Prioritize who you see first. And that's it. I mean, occasionally I'll see somebody. I mean, there's a lot of people on here. Well, I mean, we got a nice Christmas gift from a few people. They unadded us overnight. I don't know. It must have been something on the videos, stuff like that. Yes, we had a good Christmas Eve dinner. I don't know. I don't want anyone thinking we're eating hot dogs. I was just in the morning. I was doing something. I was walking by, and I said, I don't know. I'm like that, nostalgical. I mean, people who grew up in this area just know. They smell the hot dogs. It's something in our childhood and stuff like that. And inside, it's not even the food. It's just the way people are able to talk. It's just there is something these days. It's something to just to cherish because it was a lot more civilized. Believe it or not. I mean, chivalry and all this kind of stuff, it's dead. I mean, what do people want? You turn on, Lawrence O'Donnell, excuse me, and you can't do a show without bringing up, gender and everything, or dressers out here. Somebody got a new dresser. So, they just can't, whatever story they're doing, they just can't, control themselves to make it about, all these things, it's we have this school where the male boys graduate at a faster rate and this, and the girls don't. All right, do something about it. Just when people give, when they give, and they're all charity. Watch the news, you have all your charity. That's all the stories. You turn it on, like, this organization giving out all this, the firemen, this, that. Beautiful. Beautiful thing. But why can't it happen all year round is the question. I mean, we seem to have enough over here because we want to, like, have it that way. So apparently we have it. We're just holding on to it. Somebody seems to be holding on to it. You see these events too, like you see the shoes that people have on, like the pants and all this kind of stuff, and like it's humble, almost looks like 70s kind of things. I mean, the way they're dressed, and it's just over the, like in Colony and Albany, all this kind of stuff, like like they're out for doing something. I mean, what if like Santa could just like fly overhead and just put on like give the outfits and give the homes that people truly want. In that thing where he was sitting down, the word got out that George Bailey was an upcoming entrepreneur that was going to give people a fair price for fair housing and all this kind of stuff. Yes, this is before big government and everything was in there and everything, but Potter wanted to control everything. You're just sitting here with your web, and you think you can do this and you think you can do that. Well, I'm not afraid of you, Potter. I forget how it goes. I sort of kind of memorized it last night, but something happened this morning. My mind's like preoccupied on something, but I shouldn't be. But that's how we are. We like order and all this kind of stuff. Nothing to do with here. No people or nothing like that. Just something. I could probably fix it on my own, but sometimes things break, and it's good to be a handyman. We have handyman. I have a few, but one is sleeping. And the other one gets up early. He's like me. Good friend of ours, and we'll have to fix it tomorrow. Time for our fresca on the station. I gave you all that and more.